Gonna try, gonna try, gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hi my lovely Frosty fam, it's me, Karen Frost, here at Nail Decadence, and I've got a bit of a different video for you. I was contacted by this company, Bettycora, and they asked me if I'd like to try some of their press-on nails. Given that I haven't shown anything like this on my channel before, I thought I'd give them a go, so I agreed, and these are the press-on nails that they sent me. So I've got a bit of a variety to play with. And they're very pretty. Now, like I said, I've never shown you guys press-on nails in a video before. And so I'm hoping this being something a little bit different, you might be interested in. Because not everybody wants to have acrylic or gel on their nails. Sometimes they just want something for a day or a week. Some nails just for an event or something. So this is a really good alternative. So I've opened up the packet just to give you an idea of what's included. You get obviously the press-on nails in all different sizes. You get some alcohol wipes to clean the nail. You get a file and a cuticle pusher, an orange wood stick cuticle pusher, and some glue. So you literally have everything you need to get going. And these are the instructions. I'm not going to read the instructions to you because obviously you can do that yourself if you decide to purchase. These stickers are for like if you wanted just to wear them for like an overnight or a day or two. Those little clear stickers are very good for that. If you want the nails to be adhered more permanently, so it's not exactly permanent, but it can last, between 1 and 2 weeks with super glue, well, nail glue. So it's up to you how long you want to wear your press-ons for. I'm going with a week to 2 wear because, why not? They're very pretty. So what I've done is I've removed my acrylic that I had on previously. There's still a little bit of acrylic on my nails, but I'm not that worried about that. So I'm just showing you the prep because when you apply press-on nails, you do have to prepare your nails. Now, obviously not everybody's going to have a e-file, so you can just use the little file that came within the packet. You can use that to just very gently buff over your nails and try and remove your cuticle. You want to get all the dead skin, the dead cuticle off, because that will interfere with the adhesion of the glue. So you do want to make sure that you get that off your nail, so your nail is nice and clean and ready. You also want, the reason why you buff the nail is also again to do with adhesion. You want the glue to adhere very well to the nail plate and not lift too quickly. So that's why you need to use either the hand file or your e-file to just buff the shine off your natural nail. So as you can see, I pushed back the cuticles and now I'm going around my cuticle area, removing the dead skin like I said. I've got the e-file in forward, so I'm just doing one side of the nail first, and then I'll put the e-file in reverse and I'll do the other side of that cuticle area. As you can see, I do get quite a lot of cuticle on my nails. I do get quite a substantial amount. So depending on how much you have on your nails will be how much you need to go over it. That's why I remove the dust to keep an eye on it, because I don't want to over file my nail, because I'm not trying to file my nail. I just want to remove the dead skin, the hard skin. That's all I want to do. Not trying to file into my natural nail. So that's why I remove the dust very, very regularly. I've got a bit of my eponychium or proximal nail fold. It is hanging over a little bit, so I'm just snipping off just those little bits. I'm not cutting into the living tissue, so I'm not going to make myself bleed or anything like that. I don't feel what I'm doing. It's just hard skin. But if you're going to do what I just did, be very, very careful. Go slowly and carefully, and don't cut into your living tissue, because you will bleed. It's not very nice. So once I've done that part, I'm just using a this is like a diamond bit, so it's very similar to a sanding band, and I'm just removing the shine from the nail. That's all I'm doing. So I'm just gently etching the surface of the nail and removing the natural shines. That way the glue will adhere properly. Almost finished with that bit. I hope you're all doing very well. You know what's happening with me. I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video, but I'm just still taking every day as it comes. Anyway, so now I've finished prepping my nails. Now I'm going to cut the top of the glue. When you buy a packet, the nozzle does need to be snipped open before you can use the glue, because obviously it's sealed. So you just need to snip off the top. I didn't snip off quite enough, so I just give it another little snip. There we go. The glue's coming out, so I know I've gone as far down as I need to go on that nozzle. Just put the lid back on, stop spilling glue everywhere. So what I need to do now is grab the press-on nails, and I need to size them to my nails. Now what you're looking for is you're looking for it to meet from sidewall to sidewall. You see that first one, it didn't quite cover my nail, so I'm just checking out all the sizes. I thought, let me just take some out of the packet, and then I can sort of see which ones are bigger and which ones are smaller. So you want to press it on and then look at it from both sides and make sure that it fits sidewall to sidewall. And you'll see in a minute I'll take out more of, or pretty much all of the nails, and just put them down so that I can visually see them, because they're not actually numbered, so you will have to visually look at them and decide which one looks bigger and which one looks smaller for you to help size them. And that's all you've got to do. So look, I'll try one that sort of, you know, you just eyeball it and you think, will that fit? But if you see, if I line them up together, I can see which ones are smaller, so I need one that's a little bit bigger. So then I'll go into there. That one looks bigger. Putting them out flat on the surface really does help you look and see which ones are bigger and which ones are smaller. You just want it to make sure it's sidewall to sidewall, it covers that entire nail. The thumb ones, I've got quite big hands, so I did find that the thumb, the biggest size in there, wasn't quite big enough. I did have a little bit of a gap on the side, but I do have quite big nails, and that often happens with full cover tips for me. Yeah, I do have big hands, so for my daughter's little fingers, these are, you know, perfect, but for me, with my big thumbs, they're a little bit too small, but I made it work. It doesn't look too bad. The other problem I've got is I have hooked nails, so my nails curve downwards, which means there'll be a gap on the underneath, because they're so curved, the nail doesn't fit flush onto my my nail. The tip, should I say, doesn't fit flush onto my nail, so that's why I don't often use full cover tips, because I will always have a gap underneath, and you don't want a gap underneath, because water gets underneath there, you're going to end up with a greenie. You know, you'll end up with some kind of fungus growing under there from it being damp. You know, if water gets in there, so, and bacteria grows, all of that. You want to make sure that they fit really well, but as I'm applying it, you'll see what I do to counteract that. So I'm just filing the very free edge, because they were a little bit jagged, so I just smoothed out, didn't take long, and now I can apply the tip. I'm trying not to apply too much glue at a time, so I've put some on the nail, and then as I go to put it on, I realise there's not quite enough glue, so the glue's not going all the way down. What you're wanting to do is to make sure it's totally adhere and you don't really have any air pockets. So I've just put a little bit of glue in the very well of the tip, and then I'm going to press it on. You can see how curved my nails are, so I'm actually pinching that tip to curve it around my nail to get it to fit. You want to hold it there for, you know, a good few seconds, and then if you gently try and release it and then air goes back into it, you want to press down again. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm testing it. I'm just sort of letting it go here and there, looking at it, then pressing it, and that's, you just keep doing that until it sticks. And you'll see that at the very end of my natural nail, there's a bit of a gap there. So what I do is I will just put a bit of glue down into that gap just to counteract it, and that fills it in, because like I said, I've got hooked nails, so it won't fit flush onto my nail. It's impossible. If you don't have hooked nails and you've got more of a flat nail bed, these will work really well for you. But with me, I do have to have a little bit of trickery to get them to work for me. But as you can see, there are ways to get around it. The other thing you can do is put some gel, some builder gel or some base gel into the gap as well, and properly cure it, so that gap's filled in. So you don't have to fill it in with glue if you don't want to. You could also fill it in with acrylic if you wanted, but that's only if you've got hooked nails, like I said, because it's only hooked nails that it's an issue with. So I will just continue. Oh, I put this one on a bit wonky, and I was like, oh no, it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, that ring finger is a little bit wonky. I lined it up with my cuticle, which I shouldn't have done because my cuticle area wasn't exactly even. So yeah, try not to line it up with your cuticle area. Try and line it up with the direction of your joints so that you don't have a wonky nail like I did. Yeah, I'll just keep applying. There's no need to what's it called, etch the tip, but if you want them to really adhere for an extended period, you can etch the inside of the tip, and then when you apply it to your nail, it will have that a bit of extra adhesive power. It will stick even more. So it's up to you how you do it. This is how I did it, and that's how I've always done press-on nails. I mean, I haven't done press-on nails in a really long time. I know what I mean, decades. I used to do them when I was younger, but yeah, once I started using acrylic and gel, I didn't really go into the press-on nails. But I'll tell you what, if you want just a quick set of nails and you are not wanting to faff about and take forever, this is really handy. And with what's going on with me at the moment, this was actually timed really well, because I really couldn't be bothered to do my nails. I'm not in the mind frame to think of designs and stuff, so having these, and now I've got pretty nails on, but I didn't actually have to think about it and take forever to create them. These were actually really handy. So thank you ever so much, Bettycora, for working with me. I really appreciate it. And as you saw at the beginning, there was the discount code and all of that jazz flashed up on screen, and you'll also be able to find all the details in the description box below if you would like to get yourself some of these press-on nails. They have loads of different designs in different lengths and different shapes, so head on over to Bettycora and have a look if you're interested in having some really pretty nails that you can do really quickly when you don't have time to do your own nails. It just works. So there we have it. We're at the end of the video. Thank you ever so much for coming to my channel, spending some of your most precious time with me. I appreciate you. Thank you ever so much.
Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna